Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Trackies, I come bearing somber news, and it's that our worst fears have been realized. Elaine Thompson Hera post competing at the New York Grand Prix, where she indicated that she felt something during the race, stopped at the end of the day or at the end of the race. She was unable to carry herself off the track and had to be lifted off the track. However, there was still some hope pertaining to Elaine Thompson Hera still being able to compete at the national championships. Well, Jackies, I'm here to crush a lot of our dreams. And the news is that Elaine Thompson Hera has withdrawn from the Jamaican Senior Championships or the Jamaican National Championships that will be selecting the team to represent Jamaica in Paris 2024. It also means that on the heels of Elaine Thompson Hera withdrawing or not entering the 200 meters at the National Championships, and we spoke to the double double or the triple double no longer being in the conversation. No medal as it relates to Elaine Thompson Hera potentially defending one of those titles at the Olympic Games will not be happening anymore for Elaine Thompson Hera because she has now withdrawn from the national championships. Now, Elaine Thompson Hera's team officially made a statement last evening, and this is what they had to say. Now, this comes directly from Andy Sports Management. Now, they have to say on June 26, 2024, five-time Olympic champion or five-time Olympic gold medalist Elaine Thompson Hera has withdrawn from the Jamaican National Championships and will be unable to defend her sprint titles at the 2024 Olympic Games due to injury. Mrs. Thompson Hera extends her heartfelt thanks to her sponsors, fans, and well wishers for the love and support showered upon her during this challenging time. A challenging time indeed for Elaine Thompson Hera. Now, if a lot of y'all remember last season when Elaine Thompson Hera did not make the individual team to the World Championships, she pretty much indicated how hard she took it, crying for weeks on end at home as it relates to the difficulties she faced remaining healthy so that she could train to compete at the national championships to vie for, one of those important spots. Well, in 2024, here we're hearing that Elaine Thompson here, due to this injury, is out. And I can just imagine how hard Elaine Thompson here herself is taking, this situation. But she still found time to reach out to her supporters and social media. And this is what she had to say. She said, "It's never fun sharing news like this, but at the New York Grand Prix, I felt something in the race and still insisted on pushing. A couple of steps to the line, I realized that something was really wrong. I sat on the ground because I couldn't apply any pressure to the leg whatsoever as I was carried off the track." So she's saying, she sat on the ground and then eventually she was carried off the track because she could not apply any pressure to her leg whatsoever. Now, this message that she, wrote also indicates what exactly happened to her in terms of the injury because we kept saying the injury, the injury, the injury because we really had no idea what exactly was the problem. She goes on to say, "I went quickly to get some medical checks and found out that I have a small tear on my Achilles tendon." Jackie's worst fears. So we talked about, Elaine Thompson Haber having this injury, and there was a lot of hope because based on what was happening, we were saying hopefully it's not the Achilles. It doesn't look like it's the Achilles, so we're praying it's not the Achilles. But our worst fears have been realized because it is indeed her Achilles again that has been acting up, and she has a tear on her Achilles tendon. Unfortunately, she goes on to say, "Funny enough, I got back home with a strong mindset to keep pushing and preparing for my national trials. Another shot of my or at my third Olympics, but the leg wouldn't allow me to." She says, "It's a long road, but I'm willing to start over and keep working and to make full recovery and resume my track career. I'm hurt and I'm devastated." And I spoke to, her feelings before. We can look back at last year for, those who forget how hard she took it. Just look at back at last year and you can see, how much pain she was in having to miss out, on competing for Jamaica. Well, She says she's hurt and devastated. So you know exactly how she's feeling here to be missing the Olympics this year. But at the end of the day, it's sports and my health comes first. She says, not the birthday gift I was hoping for. Definitely not. Definitely not the best thing to be happening around your birthday. But you know what? Life is unforgiving. You know, worse things will happen to you on what you would hope to be your best days, right? But she says, God, whatever you have in store for me, I will wait and I will still continue to work towards my goals that I haven't achieved yet. I will definitely be watching, hopefully from the stands, and cheering my country, Jamaica, on. And then she caps this off by saying, I will be back fast, Elaine, with I suppose that's a smoke emoji, knowing that, you know, once she's good, she leaves everyone in her smoke tracky. So yes, that is the news. Unfortunately, Elaine Thompson Hera is out completely for the Olympic Games and will not be contending at all. So we will virtually be seeing a new 100-meter champion and a new 200-meter champion at the Olympic Games. We already knew that we'll be seeing a new 200-meter champion, given that she did not enter the 200 meters at the national trials. Well, since she's now withdrawn, clearly, you know, there's going to be a new champion just all across the board, right, in both events. Um, no, clearly this has a lot to do with Elaine Thompson Hera's health. Now, I saw a few persons questioning whether or not this had anything to do with the coaching. I'm not necessarily sure you can say it's down to the coaching per se. I mean, I guess it's directly you know, connected or correlated. But what I would say is that um for you know a Ronaldo World Cup versus a you know Shaniki Osborne and of course a Stephen Francis, and I did see Stephen Francis saying, you know, in one of those videos that he did, I believe the one on TVJ, saying, hey, no, you know, athletes that are no longer here, see how important, you know, the medical care was here, because no, they're having difficulties finding, you know, good medical attention, right? So that's important. I don't necessarily think it's down to the coaching per se, and Stephen Francis himself said it last year as well when Elaine incidentally didn't make the national team. He spoke to, hey, what's more important or what's most important with an Elaine Thompson here is her keeping healthy, and it's hard to keep her healthy, right? It seems as though Shaniki Osborne was able to come up with something that was able to keep Elaine Thompson here healthy, and she was able to train, you know, for the most part and get back to running fast. I'm not sure if Ronaldo Walcott was unable to come up with something himself to keep her healthy, and as such, we're at this situation right now. But I wouldn't say I'm, you know, going in hard and, you know, blaming the coaching per se. I just think she was just unable to find the best healthcare, at least until it was too late, where she did get to, you know, see Dr. Magic Hands. But at that particular point, you know, I suppose it was already too late. But it's good to note that going forward, she should be able to see this doctor, so everything should be able to be kept in checked or in check going forward as it relates to her health. So we're looking forward to seeing her. I don't know if this means it's a cap on 2024. Maybe that's my assumption here. So we'll be looking forward to seeing her definitely at her best back again in 2025. And it's also not a moment for some of you to dunk on her. I know some of you are just going to take the opportunity to just go off. It's not the moment to do that. Definitely stand behind your athletes and support them. Yeah, that's what I will leave you guys with. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. No Elaine Thompson here for this Paris Olympic Games. Definitely sad news for Jamaica. Like the video, of course, track it and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.